Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gary gzduel, and you're watching my face for the first time. Here it is. And this is me. And if you're meeting me for the first time, it's nice to meet you. And I'm really glad that you guys have been enjoying my videos. A couple of you requested that I show my face, and it's not that I'm ashamed of anything. I'm not ashamed to play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just like I don't think I'm good looking enough, and I didn't think it was like necessary for me to do videos with my face. But if you guys wanted this, this is also cool. I'm also cool with this. I'm also dealing with some acne problem. I think you can see a pimple right there, so I'm gonna hide behind this camera, hide behind this microphone right here, and it's gonna help with the audio as well, so that's my excuse. So I'm here to talk to you guys about what happened to me during YCS Toronto. I actually did go, so you can see that YCS token right here. You get this when you pre-register on Friday. The event was Saturday and Sunday, so I got that. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people. I have my notebook right here, so I recorded all of my matches and all the cool things that happened. So first, I like to say a couple of things about the YCS event in general. I really like how I get to play with a lot of competitive people. I meet a lot of cool people. I met a lot of Yu-Gi tubers also. There was like Waffles was there, the ARG team was there, Jarrell Pro Winston was there, Underworld 6667. I got to meet Dragon Duelist Girl, a whole bunch of people. And at one point, I was sitting actually. This was my cool story of the day. So I actually got to sit next to Billy Break. You might know him. He's Billy Break. And I got to sit next to him, and he was on my left-hand side. And I don't know if you guys know about the YCS ranking system. If you are playing and you have a good score, the chances of when you're sitting at a table, the table number will be lower. So I ended up sitting at the 60s or something, so that was pretty good because at that point I was like X1. I think Billy Break was also X1, so he was sitting to my left. So his number was higher than my number, so I think at that point my rank was actually higher than Billy Break's. So if I didn't scrub out at the end at the 7th and 8th round, I probably would make it past day 2, but I didn't. But being able to sit next to Billy Break, seeing how he played his 7-axis Fire Fist, yes, that's his thing, and seeing how he was interacting with the other player, being professional, having fun. He was having so much fun. I just learned a lot about the game, about myself, and about Yu-Gi-Oh, and about people in general. That was just awesome. So that was cool. So my score overall was 15. I needed 16 in order to be guaranteed a spot into day 2. I had 15, so that was pretty close. YCS Toronto had this thing. So if you had 16 points, you would automatically make it to day 2. If you were top 128 players, whichever number is greater amount of duelists, you will make it to day 2. So unfortunately, I did not make it to day 2 because my score was 15, and my overall rank, you guys believe it, my overall rank was 137. So the top 128 players made it to day 2. I was top 137. So I was very close. I was this close to making it to day 2. So unfortunately, I did not. I hope I didn't disappoint too much and you guys too much. And I will try my best next time. So without further ado, let me get into what happened to me the 8 rounds. First round, I got to play a Mermail player. He was really cool guy. He is 4th year University of Toronto, which I go to University of Toronto, and he was playing Mermails. His playstyle was like the exact playstyle I assume most Mermail players would do. They put a lot of pressure early game, and then late game they kind of hope that what they had early game would control the field. But unfortunately for him, it didn't work out for him because my Madoshi deck was like famous at deconstructing whatever he had. I bounced back Draco Sacks, I bounced back Big Eyes, I bounced back a lot of cool stuff. And I really just got to OTK him both games, so it was 2-0. What ended up happening, if you guys can see, you probably can't see, but like the life coin recording, first game I went down to 1,400 life points for myself, and then from there I saw that he had like 1 card in his hand and a couple of monsters on the field, so I just went my OTK combo. I beat him. Game 2, he summoned Abyss Gaios. I had the best side deck card all day, which is Soul Taker. I used Soul Taker on Abyss Gaios, and I also won the game from there. So that was really cool. Mermail players were playing this Abyss Oshia type of card, this one level 3 Mermail monster, and that was a really cool thing. He played it on me, but unfortunately I got to get past it, so that was really cool. Round 2, I faced a Constellar player. The first hand that I drew was something like, let me see if I can find it. I'll just tell you guys if I can't find it. The first hand that I drew was really awesome. I drew into a Effect Veiler, 2 Swift Scarecrows, 2, Forbidden Lance, MST, and TG Striker. That was my opening hand. I lost because what are you going to do? You have two Swift Scarecrows. Sure, the opponent's just like, okay, you're buying your time. I'm going to buy my time. I'm going to summon like 2 Pleiades, and you can't play anything at all. I tried to set my Forbidden Lance. My MST didn't even work at all. So I lost game 1 because of that. Game 2, same thing. His Constellar build was just really consistent, and he got off Pleiades all day. So I really didn't get to play much. So I lost round 2. Round 3, I also faced another Constellar player, but this time it was lucky for me that she didn't have any way to go for Pleiades first or second turn. So and I drew okay to a point where I was able to control all of her traps with my Royal Decree. Royal Decree really came in handy that day, and I was able to OTK her both games, and I won the match that way. So that was really cool. Round 4, I faced a Madolche mirror match. Can you believe it? Madolche mirror match. At first, I was like, Madolche is going to be a sleeper deck. No one's going to play Madolches. Nope, I was wrong. Because when I was facing the Madolche mirror match, I saw to my left-hand side, there was also another Madolche player. And I knew that Jarrell Pro Winston was playing Madolches. I know that David Wu, top 32 Madolche player, was playing Madolches. So it was actually quite a popular deck. In fact, when I was playing on Dev Pro today, I was testing today, I faced like 2 Madolche mirror matches. So I guess that's going to be tier 1.5, tier 2 type of deck in the new format. So I'm pretty glad that it's getting a lot of attention. So first round, he used Max C on me, and I was like, oh no, he used Max C. I wanted to be able to OTK him, so I didn't know what type of build he was playing. I didn't know if he had Tragodia. I don't know if he had like Swift Scarecrow or Battle Fader or whatever. I just took the risk. So I ended up just OTKing him. I attacked him, and he was like, yeah, I got nothing. I don't have any protection. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's good to know. Round 2, he took my Maxi challenge thinking that I didn't have anything, but unluckily for him, I drew into Swift Scarecrow in my opening hand. So I drew into Swift Scarecrow opening hand, Maxi opening hand. So I was like, I got this one. He tried to OTK me. I stopped his OTK. I went back and I OTK'd him back. So I won both games that way. So that was round 4. Round 5, I faced the Asian player. This was probably one of my hardest matches. We're really back and forth. First game, I beat him by poke damage, actually. I beat him because I had the field card, and I was just attacking him with Mageline because he had like back row. I don't know what he had back row, so I think it was like Call of Haunted or whatever. So I was just attacking him directly, and that was really cool. There was this one moment where he summons out Banisher of the Light. Wait, was it Banisher? It was like that 1600 attack fairy monster that removes all cards from the grave. So first turn I got Mageline, and I set my Forbidden Lance, right? He summons out Banisher. He tries to attack my Mageline. I used Forbidden Lance on his Banisher during damage step. I was able to win that game, so that was really cool. Game 2 I lost because I didn't draw into anything good. Game 3 he summons out Christia. So game 3 was really cool because what happened was I opened with a Soul Taker, okay? I opened with Soul Taker, and there was that one point where he had Raikou on the field. I knew it was a Raikou because he powered Duality into it, and I set my Forbidden Lance, wanting to bait out the Raikou effect. So he flips up Raikou. Raikou end up milling Christia, and he had 3 back row, and I was like, oh man, one of them has to be called the Haunted. So it's a good thing I had Soul Taker. So I special summons out my turn. I special summon out my TG Striker. I normal summon out my Messenger Lotto, hoping to go into a Barkion, right? And he flips up Call of Haunted. He gets Christia onto the field. I use Soul Taker, my favorite side deck card. I use Soul Taker, destroy the Christia. He says Christia ends up in the grave. I say that Christia goes to the top of the deck. I wasn't really sure. We asked a judge. Judge agreed with me. The Christia goes back to the top of the deck. I think the reason why he wanted Christia to be in the graveyard was he had a second Call of the Haunted, probably. And so, yeah, he lost that one because the ruling was ruled in favor of me. He also appealed to the head judge. The head judge also just agreed with the ruling. Christia goes to the top of the deck. I was able to attack his Raikou with my Barkion, control his back row. Next turn, he draws into a Christia, which was dead. So I won game 3. So that was really clutch. Game 7, round 6, I faced a Giga Karakuri player. This was really funny because first turn I OTK'd him without even knowing what he was playing. He summoned out a Stardust with a Tinplay Goldfish plus a Karakuri tuner, and he set back row by use Royal Decree. I OTK'd him, so I didn't know what he was playing. I knew he was playing some sort of machines, so I was like, okay, cool, you're playing machines. I probably have to side in Max C. I didn't side in like too many cards out. I even kept the pile of dualities in, which was kind of a mistake. And he OTK'd me second turn, so that was really cool. Second turn he OTK'd me, so we went to game 3. And this time I knew what he was playing, so I was very cautious without my playstyle and everything. I didn't want him to blow up. The set card he set was probably Geargi Armor. I knew it now, so I didn't attack into it anymore. I ended up being able to OTK him, so that was really cool. Round 7, I faced a Dragon Plant player. He was a really good guy. I beat him first round because I was unexpected and I OTK'd him. Round 2, I had Barkion on the field. Yeah, let me show you guys what I had on the field. I had Barkion on the field, my Ghost Rare Barkion. I also has Mind Drain on the field. He had a one Red Ox in his grave. I also had a where's my Veiler? Yeah, I also had an Effect Veiler also in my hand, but since I had Mind Drain, I was unable to use this Effect Veiler. So what happened was he used Debris Dragon, pulled back a Flamvel Guard, and he used the Flamvel Guard and Red Ox's effect to summon Red Ox from the grave, and he used the Red Ox to synchro with the Flamvel Guard to go into a Scrap Dragon, and using Scrap Dragon he popped my Mind Drain, and when he popped my Mind Drain he was able to go off with all of his dragons in his hand. He killed my Barkion. I lost from there. Game 3 he just overwhelmed me. He had like Fog King and all these cool stuff. Unfortunately I did not get his deck profile. I really wanted it because it was really unique, yeah, he won the game. He deserved it definitely. Round 7. Round 8, last round, I really had to win this one in order to get, not even win or tie with this one in order to get into the top, into day 2. Unfortunately, I did not win because I totally underestimated what Evil Storm could do to my deck. Not that Ophion hurts me at all, but their monster attacks are pretty high. So even when I had Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, he just simply didn't go into any exceeds. He just beat me down with like Mandragoras, casters, and like the Heliotropes and all that stuff, and I just lost game 2. Game 1, he top decked a Rabbit, and he won because he went into all of his exceeds, and I was pretty sad. Unfortunately, I did not make it to day 2, but overall I had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, me showing my face. I know I'm not really something to look at, but if you guys prefer, me going back to just showing you guys my screen, that's also cool. If you guys want to see more of me, that's also cool. Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Gary gzduels signing out.